Time you hear Kofi Kinata talk about Jaule in his songs, you need to be a real fancy to understand. Yeah, bet Jaule. I love that word, man. Now, straight to the issues. 33 minutes after 9 a.m., 23rd December, here on Showbiz Agenda Xylophone FM. He is part of us. This year, he has done incredibly well as a blogger. He's won awards, but unfortunately, the year seems to be ending for him on not a positive note because of what he suffered somewhere in Takoradi. His name is Kobby. Kobby, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ba.
Big man, hope you're good.
My God's grace, I'm fine. Thank you.
Are you in Accra finally?
Yes, please. I arrived yesterday around 4 p.m.
Oh, yesterday around 4 p.m. you were in Accra. Okay. First of all, let me find out your health. Are you doing very fine? Can you see correctly? Are you in good health in terms of emotional feelings and all? Are you okay?
Not really. I mean, like you said, emotionally. So I'm still speaking to my eye doctor. I don't know if you remember. Anytime I come to the studio, I have my eye drops. I mean, I don't know if you've seen me applying them.
Yeah, I know you use what we call the spectacles.
Yes. Yes. So I mean, I'm not well, but I will see my doctor. I've booked an appointment 2 p.m. with him.
Oh, 2 p.m. today you'll be seeing your doctor, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, now, first of all, some of us, we heard this happened in Takoradi. And again, we saw an elaborated piece on Arnold Elevanyo Mason's page on Facebook that you suffered this. He even added the broken spectacles on his page as well. Kobby, take your time. Take us through what happened. And let's see how best we can analyze this issue.
All right, sure. So a very good morning to everyone once again. If you remember, last year we went for the Made in Takoradi. I think I was there with you and a couple of people. So this year too, Kofi Kinata and his team contacted me that I come over to cover. So I went there, and so the program started around like 1 a.m. thereabout. So that was when I go to the auditorium. So I went there with Sister Fia and his team. I was in their car. So when I arrived, I mean, I had to just move straight to stand at the arena where it was created for the bloggers and the media. So I was just there doing my updates, my Facebook update and the rest of the platforms. And so it got to a point where my someone came for my power bank that the person is using backstage. So when the person came for it, in about like 30 minutes, I heard the news that Shatta was coming. And so, okay, so my battery was running down. So I decided to go backstage and get the power bank so that I can make the feast from Shattawale's performances. So when I was coming, Shatta had already arrived around the stage. And so his team were there. So he was in his car. So when I was coming, I met Awuku, Kwabena Awuku. Apparently, he used to shoot for Sarkodie. He was one time shooting for Sarkodie in terms of picture. So we have that rapport. I don't have his contact number. I don't tweet at him. There's no relationship. Apart from the fact that when I see my event, I say, hi, Kwabena, then we move. That is the only relationship I have with him. So again, when I was coming, I picked my power bank and I was coming, I met him. I was like, oh, Kwabena, what's up? How you doing? When he turned and just saw me, this guy, or just what this gentleman did was to just slap me in my eye. So after the slap, I just had to calculate a lot of things. A lot of things were just going through my mind. Should I retaliate? Should I respond? What should I do? So I said no. This is an event for Kofi Kinata. People are around. It will really diminish the program. The highlight will seem to focus on the fight and all that because bloggers obviously were around to capture that moment. And so they are obviously going to take that side of it too. So the military man moved to me to just calm down because I was just panting and my eye. At that moment, I couldn't see anything. My spectacles was broken, so I didn't see anything. So once military man carried me backstage, I just had to order a taxi. And the taxi took me back to my hotel room. So that was actually what happened.
I see. Now, in the next morning, did you try talking to Wuku or any members in the team to find out what really went on? What was the problem that called for the slap?
Yes, and so like you rightly said, what caused the slap for me to date? I'm still in a state of shock because I don't know why he just had to slap me. And so the next morning, like you said, I spoke to a couple of people. I think I spoke to you. I was running to get his number because, like I said, I don't have his number. So I chanced on his number. I called him repeatedly, countless times. He was just hanging on me. So I was even asking myself if this gentleman had my number. So I called him several times. I don't have Bulldog's number. I don't have Shatawale's number. I don't have, apart from Awuku, who is close to the team that, I had his number. I called him severally. He couldn't respond.
I see. But then in your own thinking, do you see yourself doing something to him or something that affected him in the past?
Kwabena Wuku as a figure or as a personality, for me, I don't have any issue with him. Because, like I said, this whole Sack Nation, Shatawale issue going back and forth, I've seen people going at him on social media with regards to Sack Nation and this Shatta Camp issues. But for me, I've never responded or I've never tweeted at him whatsoever with regards to Shatta issue, his personal issue, nothing. I don't have his contact. And so I'm so surprised. I don't have anything to do. And if he's listening, if he can come back, and I'm still waiting for him to come and explain why, what really influenced that decision. Because I have no relationship with him, whether good or bad. I don't have anything. It's just about seeing him and saying hello, we move.
I see. So no Shatta movement management member has also spoken to you about the incidents?
No, please.
But do you know they've heard it, or can you confirm they've heard it?
Of course, and shockingly, I think last night someone sent me. I'm not on Snapchat, so someone sent me a snap of Shatawale trying to make fun of me or mock me, posting the fact that dirty slap. Adding some laughing emoji and some people. This meme, people slapping each other, and so that influenced my thoughts that okay, so it has gotten to them and they are aware.
Did Shatta add your name to the snap post?
No.
Oh,
but it was just after the incident, and so directly, one can just conclude that it was because of that.
I see. Okay, Kobby, thank you. We're trying to get to the other part to find out if they also know what might have caused it. But then, like you said, try to see your doctor, and let's take it from there. Maybe the rest of the decisions we can make them backstage. Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. This year you have been amazing. Kobby has been very amazing this year. It is just unfortunate that the year is ending for him on this note. Very, very unfortunate. Arnold. Arnold, this is not a laughing matter.
No, it's not. I'm not even laughing at the matter.
Okay.
I'm laughing at how the year is ending.
Yeah. The year there. The way Kobby has sought this year and how it seems to be ending. Today is 23rd. I'm scared it might linger on till the end of the year, and he'll end the year with a slap. Yeah, and after getting awards.
Doctor's appointment, Abemi, if doctor says he shouldn't go out because he cannot see, then it's going to affect his events. You know.
No, he can work because as of yesterday, I saw him posting still.
He was posting.
Yeah, he was posting.
Right.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate issue. You know, I got to hear of it yesterday. Of course, you hinted me on it, and then I spoke to Kobby, and he has said exactly what was put out yesterday. You know, and still, this is Kobby's side, and when I put the information out yesterday, I had a few people, comment under the post. Why didn't you listen to Uku's side before bringing it out? And sometimes I get amazed. As though we don't know what we're about. Immediately the issue came up, I called Fushket.
You reported an incident that happened. And someone is saying, why didn't you get his part before
reporting it? Yes. So if 2 years Ukuda hasn't spoken, I don't
data. I
don't have the
data. And these days it comes across like if you have data, you have power.
You have power, yeah. You can question anything. Okay,
bro, go ahead.
at one point I had to go hard on one guy who just wasn't getting the things right. Either perhaps the post was above his pay grade, or he just didn't want to read before comment. Some of them, they already have a pre-organized comment before they come on Facebook. So when they see any post, they drop the comment under, whether it relates to the post or not.
Especially those who write haters. Everything about them is haters.
It's sad. So I called Fushket, took a Uku's number, and called the Uku several times. The line wasn't going through. Even this morning, Jata has also tried. The line hasn't got through. But we've heard the story from one side. It is okay to put that side out and let people know what has happened. And then those who would want to take it up, go get the other guy and let's hear it. But it's not right for us to do that. Again, if what Kyei is reporting is exactly how it happened, no, let's not get physical. Kyei, why are we And we should also remember that there are laws, in the land. We have laws. So we should be very law abiding. Physical assault has never been the right way to deal with anything, especially when we are in the same industry. And when you, according to Kobby again, you've worked, with SAC before, you've taken photos of SAC before, and now you've crossed carpet, so to speak. And if because of that you're going to be beating people you've already been working with some time back, don't forget that the table can turn. We live in a small world, we live in a small industry, and the tables can turn any day. So sometimes when we set out to take some of these actions, let's take a minute to look at what will happen tomorrow or tomorrow next. Today you think you are beating Kobby. Next time it could be someone else beating you. Let's not take it there. We've tried as much as possible to let people understand that fandom or being a staunch follower of a certain artist doesn't mean you should go about beating people who do not agree with your artist. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
Then we should all kill ourselves.
Yes. Like by now we all die. Like by now every NDC member is dead. Every CPP member is dead if we want to talk politics, because once you don't agree with the other, political party, you should be a dead meat. Like by now, every SAC artist or SAC follower should be dead, because you have SM folks who do not agree with anything that SAC does. We shouldn't do that. Let's, push the industry forward. Let's understand to agree to disagree. If we get this basic understanding, we won't. What if Kobby also came with people he didn't know, he slapped him and the guys attacked him? What if it happened like that?
But the Alku guy doesn't look.
He doesn't look
how
it. I'm
he
surprised.
Behaved.
He doesn't look it, and he's the last person you would think.
He doesn't look how he behaved. He doesn't look it. I think I've met him a couple of times, and yeah, he looks calm.
And Charlie, those who are quick to raise their hands on people, and
it's serious.
We have people who are dead by just walking around.
them,
and there's nothing you can do about it. Your artist will not save you. If it is SAC guy who did it, SAC will not save you. He can't even save you. There's nothing you could do. Into the more kakra mo yimunsa no. Yebeku obi di ahye wo. Abefu ekune deda, ba mama ne nam ho mo po obi di ahye no. Yes, omo ekune deda no masoma na ama o. Udu unsa kan no. It will shock you that the slap you gave him is not one that should kill. Maybe it's a correctional slap. But the guy will die and you end up in jail and you won't understand it. So let's be cautious the way we deal with some of these things. It is not nice. It is not classy. It is not cool. For you to be a cool guy who is level-headed and with respect, you don't have to do some of these things. And yet, the Shatter brand, the Shatter following has a certain way people look at them. Let's not increase that thing. Let's not make people think, it shouldn't be that. And even when you want to save them, they don't want to save themselves.
And especially coming from the wake of some allegations that Shatter also beat a certain Kwaku Smoke.
No.
And now this one too.
It's not cool. It's not cool. And again, the snap that Kobby sent it to me too. Initially, I didn't see the name at the top. I even had to ask Massive who did that. And then I went to check again and I saw Shatter's hand on it. I think if it's coming from him, of course, his name is on it. Again, I think that too is not cool. that's some sort of endorsement of what Uku did, which we shouldn't do. He's your boy.
Unless he tells us it is not related to that.
Unless he tells us what he said is not related to Kobby. But even if it is not related to Kobby Kyei, then the timing for his is wrong. Because if there's a big
that is if he knows. I'm just bringing in the ifs.
Okay. If he knows.
Because I asked Kobby Kyei that when Awuku slapped you, did Shatta see it? Said no, Shatta did not see it. And I'm not sure.
There's no way Shatta will see it.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not sure there's something right after he go and tell Shatta that he's done this.
No.
So everything can happen and Shatta would not still know at this time unless it has been discussed elsewhere. So if it is related, then it is not cool.
It is not cool. If it is related, it's
exactly
not cool.
It's not how cool. I want you to put it.
It's not something he should encourage. Even if he's not encouraging it and he's doing it for fun, the brand he carries would definitely it would be read as an endorsement of the unscrupulous behavior of one of his own. So we also need to hear from Euku.
Okay.
Whatever it is, if his phone has been stolen or the line has been blocked or whatever it is.
Yes. For information, we're trying to get Euku to get his side of the story, but his phone is not active.
Yes. And we need to hear his story. Maybe something triggered it. Even though we agree that it shouldn't have ended up in a slap, maybe something triggered it. Let's hear that thing and know the extent to which he could have handled it. But on the same way, Kobby Kyei, Charlie, sorry, get your eye sorted because the world we live in is our eye that brings us food.
Thank you so much, Arnold Mason Levanyo. And I also want to add my voice to this. In fact, no one would endorse this act, no matter how it happened. Sometimes we are forced to believe that it is because of these affiliations, it is because of what we say maybe on radio or what we put out on social media. But then, guys, for information, what I put on social media, what I say, that is my view. If I say this about an artist, I'm not saying that whatever you think about him or whatever your thoughts are about that artist, change it to mine. That is yours. Keep yours. This is mine. Keep yours as well. Let's respect differences, Keke. Let's respect differences. Because I have seen so many people also commenting on social media that, it is because Kobby Kyei said this, it is because he wrote this, it is because he did this, and so what? Because he did opposite of what you believe in, we should kill him. Because he wrote opposite of what you believe in, we should kill him. Does it make sense to you, those who are even posting such arguments? Does it make sense? Then we should all be holding bullets and knife, cutlasses. When I meet you and I say I belong to Sami Flex Nation, hey, why do you belong to Sami Flex Nation? Then we start fighting because I don't belong to Sami Flex Nation. I belong to my people's nation. No, doesn't make sense. Aoku, I see you to be a very cool guy. As a matter of fact, I've not seen you in such an act before. But then, bro, if there is a way you can correct this, please do. And again, to the people around Shatta Wale, sometimes when some of these things happen, we shouldn't just put a blind eye to it. At least to the Bulldogs, to Chris Connie and co. You guys work with the media very closely. I can single out Bulldog and Chris Connie. You guys work with the media closely. Maybe you've not heard it, but please, when you hear this, do the needful. Maybe you've not heard this, it is allowed. But when you hear this, do the needful. Because these same people are the guys you work with. When you were doing your car giveaways, you invited the media people to come and cover. Now, if I'm a media person and I know when I come there because of something I said or because of something I posted, someone is likely to attack me, do you think I will come to your event? Charlie, let's think into the future. Let's think into the future in some of these things. Let's think into the future in some of these things. They are not right. They are just not right. Thank you. All right, Jabril.
I didn't go for Shatta's event, even though I saw the event. Even though I saw only the flyer that had media invitation roaming on social media. It indicated that the only flyer roaming on social media was just to invite the media to come there. I didn't go because I was scared.
You were scared of what?
I was scared of the people I would go and meet there.
But
I have
at that time nothing had happened.
No,
so what were you scared of?
Yes, I'm generally scared when it comes to Shatawale and his stuff. And his people. Yes.
Wait. Why would you be generally scared? What has happened before? Like, what are the issues there?
I encountered a problem with a Shatta fan during DJ Viroski's
Shatta fan.
Yeah, yes.
Shatta fan.
Yes.
Just a fan?
Just a fan.
Okay.
At DJ Viroski, he has a show that he does every year at St. Thomas Aquinas. So I went there and just because the guy was able to identify me in my GH Kasakep, he came to give me some halabalu, blah 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 stuff. But luckily on my part, I had some few other guys who were able to sort out. So since then, I've always been cautious.
So was there a fight?
There was a blow, though.
A blow to you?
Yes, which I dodged. Sorry, I dodged. I dodged.
So you have also been attacked?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I took it on by even reporting it to the police who was also at the event there. First of all, I am disappointed in Kobby that after all this, he never took this whole thing to the police station.
In Takoradi?
Yes.
The guy doesn't live in Takoradi, so if you...
But the incident happened in Takoradi.
No, wait. There's an assault case. He didn't have to go to Takoradi alone to report this case. He can even report in Accra. Because wait, if he had reported in Takoradi and just the next dawn the guy leaves town, it would be a worthless case.
He's in Accra. Has he done it?
Take your time. I'm sure what Kobby is looking forward to is his health first. Everything has time. He needs to take care of his eye first. After that, if he sees the need, if the people at the other side have not taken any action and therefore he sees the need to take any action, then he can go ahead. But for now, don't let us rush to judge him for not taking any action.
Sure.
We don't have to do it with that speed.
You have a case here. I would allow that. Ewuku, first of all, even throwing a hand, it's not human. It's physically not acceptable anywhere, even in the jungle. If you watch Animal Kingdom, which Shatta's song was featured on it, the animals even knew that everywhere they find themselves, it should be peace. So they were even planning to attack the tiger who was trying to kill their career. And so even in the jungle, there's peace. And so Ewuku should know that no matter the circumstances, he should never lay his hand on someone he hasn't given birth to, or someone who probably, in the case where, according to Kobby, he hasn't done anything
to him.
That's not human enough. And up till now, you haven't even come out to also say your part. It gives a clear case that no matter what it is, me that I'm sitting here, no matter what it is, I am going to side with Kobby one way or the other, because it is over 48 hours now. It happened on Saturday, right? Sunday, 24 hours. Monday.
Today is Monday, yeah.
And you haven't said anything, and your phone is off. The media is trying to call you to ask you what is your side. And probably he has a point. Maybe he has a case. And you see, brother, we are all on social media. We make posts. Sometimes on Facebook, you just make a post, and people you don't even, probably you're not even a friend of that person. You don't expect him to come and comment. Just like yesterday when I made a post of this same issue, somebody I have never met, I have never seen him on my social media, came and commented, calling Arnold and we who sit here as panelists hypocrites.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Just because
we've seen it several times.
You understand. And so it generates something else, and we have to play a role. We have to caution these guys, the fans. The problem is that I have it. It is difficult when you sit on social media and make a post, and someone just comes in, and I will be sincere. Mostly, this is the Shatter fans. They do it to me on my social media handle. The first thing he comes in, if it is a statement that needs a clear time to sit down and probably argue and make sense, the first thing is fool. The first thing is you're a hater. The first thing is stupid boy. The first thing is an insult. You can't. Who comes to make an argument with insults? Who does that? And so when it happens, I take my time and I tell you that, look, you are not being sensible in this case. If you realize that I am not making sense, come with a very fact or arguable point that I can also be sensible enough to say, but if you come with an insult, I will reply you. Yes, you want a reply. You want attention. I will reply you, but I'll put sense in your head. And I've been able to achieve something. The fans have to know their limit. You see, we are the media. Yes, probably we are not reporting things based on what you want. But it doesn't mean that when you don't side with us, you should lay a hand on us. We shouldn't also forget that the laws of this country works. How many times have you heard that an individual from a party A or party has laid a hand on media, and then the person probably goes scot-free?
Okay.
We've seen cases where multimedia journalists are being beaten, and where does it end? The people that have put their hand. Let's be wise enough to do the good, to do the human. It is not fight. It is not raising hand. Even today, I can't remember the last time I raised my hand on a child that I am way older than, because I know that probably if it is wrong, it's not done. I don't lay hands on people. You shouldn't also lay hands on people. I don't think Ewuku would be happy if it was his junior brother, probably Kobby had laid his hand on. I don't think Shatta Wale would be happy if Ewuku was the one to take that slap. Would Sako there sit on Snapchat and put that comment?
Okay.
Let's sometimes always be sensible enough to make things human for everybody to live in. That's
all right.
Ewuku goofed.
Okay.
And I'm expecting an apology to Kobby.
Okay, thank you so much, Jibril from GH Kasa. And I also want to add that in this space, we all cannot be at one place. Someone will be here, someone will be there. We should just understand the differences and move on. Any kind of attack this way, we will condemn with no uncertain terms.
Rob,
go ahead.
I'm proud of Kobby wherever he is. Kobby, respect to you. You've shown maturity. You know, you've really shown maturity in this business. I mean, you deserve the award. The awards you had this year, you deserve it, because what's a maturity, and that was, I mean, 3 points for you. You've done well. I mean, you could have also give it back to the guy, because you're a strong guy.
No, he couldn't have done that. He couldn't have done that
because he was not seeing.
No, not so. But he thought, no, this is a show. The moment you do that, you spoil the whole mood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That he could have done that, but he didn't do that, and that makes him mature.
A hero.
You know, a big man. He's a big man. So
yeah, exactly.
Big ups to you, Kobby. But that doesn't also mean that you should, you know, let this issue. It need to be addressed either professionally or unprofessionally. I mean, you decide what to do with the issue, but this issue need to be addressed, because if we don't address this issue, it will continue like that, and we will keep, you know, we'll keep heckling our bloggers and journalists here and there, because see, the same people that they are the same people that can make you and unmake you. Do you get it? So we need to respect. It all boils down to respect. We need to respect our bloggers, respect our journalists. You know, the fact that you're following a superstar or a superstar doesn't mean you should. I mean, come on. I mean, it doesn't really make sense.
It's not allowed.
It's not allowed. We shouldn't allow that. So Kobby, first of all, should, I mean, take care of his health, make sure everything is intact, and then use the appropriate channel to address the issue, because this issue has to be addressed. And like Chairman is doing, we are looking forward to hear from the guy wherever he is. You know, big ups to Chairman Shatta. You know, that's his boy. So I'm looking forward to hear from Chairman Shatta. That's if the information is at on his desk. You should just call the guy to order and make sure there is peace, because at the end of the day, the industry is for us and we are for the industry. Let's respect people's opinion. The fact that you are supporting Honorable Aponchi doesn't mean that I'm supporting Honorable
Aponchi Party.
Honorable Ejinamwa.
Now I'm a member of the Honorable Aponchi Party. HAP.
Free cocoa and bread.
Yeah. Now also obey one house, one biogas toilet. One house, one biogas toilet.